guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's look is going to be a review on the Hangin in Hawaii palette by BH Cosmetics. This is such an affordable palette, and so when I saw it in stores, I literally was like, I have to get this. I have to review this because there's no way that a palette at this price point that looks like this could be any good. So basically I grabbed it. It was $16 at my local Ulta, and I used a coupon on it, the $3.50 off of 10. So I got it for even cheaper. It comes with 16 different shades and it has a mirror in it. It's a perfect little travel size palette. So when I saw it, I knew I had to grab it and review it for you guys. When I jump into the video, you will see that I have already gotten all of my face done. I did my foundation, my bronzer, my blush, my highlight, all that stuff has already been done. I will link all the products that I use down below in the description bar. So if you're interested in knowing what I use, then just click down there. I'll have the prices and the items that I used. And then I will also have kind of my final thoughts. I'll tell you kind of how this wears throughout the day. See if I like it, if I don't like it. Overall though, I think it's gonna be a fun palette and I can't wait to try it for you guys. So let's hop into the video. Okay, so jumping in, this is the palette. Sorry, and there's a mirror reflection right there. It's really cute packaging. It's got a pink outline border with the gold, and it's called Hangin in Hawaii. There's 16 shades in this palette, and the palette itself only costs $16, which I think is an amazing price point, especially for the quality that you're getting in these shadows. I've used this quite a few times, and I am actually pleasantly surprised at the pigmentation of these colors. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna go ahead and go in with the shade, I think I'm gonna put Tiki. No, let's do, is it Shaka? I don't know. These are a bit dusty, I'm not gonna lie, but as you will see, they perform so well. I mean, literally, that was just a couple quick taps into the color, and I'm putting that all in my crease. It really does blend like a dream. And I feel like for the most part, you know, for $16 and you're getting a 16 shadow palette, I mean, that's a good deal in and of itself. But like I said, these surprisingly are very pigmented. It's very neutral, very warm tones. You could get a lot out of it. There's also some pinks in here. I don't know if you can see those, but there's a few pinks in here that could add a bit of color to your look if you wanted. And it's nice, it has a really surprisingly very nice mirror on it, which I am very shocked by. It is a magnetic closure, but I think this would be really easy to travel with too, which is pretty awesome. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with the shade Tiki, and I'm just gonna deepen up that crease just ever so slightly. Really adding dimension here. And the best way is just to blend, blend, blend. One thing that I do like to do is I like to start from the bottom and work my way up to the crease when I am working on my outer V, just because the closer you are to your lash line, the easier it's gonna be to fix if you do go a little too dark. Once you get into the crease, that's when things get really messy and it's kind of hard to salvage a look after you get up in there. So by starting off lower, it kind of releases that immediate concentration of color, so that way you can build up the look to where you want it in the crease. That's just a little tip from me. So I'm gonna go even deeper now, and I'm gonna take the shade, let's go ahead and I'm gonna take Mahalo. I'm just gonna tap off the excess and put that right down towards the end. Really deepen that crease even more. By doing shade after shade after shade, you're gonna give your eye look such a better dimensional look. It's gonna look more airbrush and more flawless, if you will, just because you're adding that depth of color as you go, which is something I really look for in a pretty smoky eye. So don't worry about the bottom lash line right now, just because we will be going in and doing that later. That looks pretty dang good. Perfect. So now that we have the outer corner, I'm gonna work my way on the inner corner. And there's a lot of really pretty shimmers just like right in a row right here. I think I'm going to take, I'm gonna take Waikiki to begin with and focus that on the outer. Guys, I am shooketh. Do you see how like blindly pigmented these are? It's crazy. And I'm just gonna work that towards the inner corner. And I apologize if I seem a little lackluster today. I'm really not feeling so hot. Hoping that it's not a cold because I dodged cold season. But yet, here I am. I've got the chills and a stuffy nose and starting to get a little bit of a headache. And I'm really hoping that's not the case. I don't want to be sick. Okay. Then I am going to take the shade, let's see, should I do pineapple or should I do sandy? I think since we're keeping this very like bronzy smoky eye, I'm going to take sandy. Because the pineapple shade, although it's beautiful, it has a little bit of pink reflect in it. The sandy shade does not. It is just almost like a gold champagne-y reflect instead of a pink one. I'm gonna pop that on the inner corner pretty hard. I'm not even using a glitter glue or anything. Like my brush isn't wet. It's not anything that I've done differently. It just literally applies so pigmented. It's so crazy. I'm just gonna kind of blend those two together right here in the center. I'm just taking a bit of that Waikiki, making it so it's not quite so harsh here. We want everything to look cohesive and natural. Does this look natural? Let's be honest. And I'm gonna really concentrate it right here. I can't believe how noisy my neighbors are being. They're usually not this bad, you guys. But maybe I got home a little early from work today, so maybe that's what it is. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna go back in with Mahalo and deepen up this outer V and the crease one more time. Really deepen it up. Do you ever like look at your eye look and you're like, wow, I look crazy right now. But then like you keep working on it and then eventually you're like, wow, I did such a good job. That's what I'm hoping this turns into. Because right now we're looking a little bit crazy. I think we're getting there though. I mean, this puppy, she blending. She is blending. I'm gonna go back in with that Shaka. Is it Shaka? Shaka? Nobody knows. And I'm just really gonna focus that on the crease and just blend that crease in like it's nobody's business. And you'll see as I do this, you'll see this diffusing. I'm gonna go in now with the deepest shade in the palette. It is called Honolulu. We're just gonna take just a little bit. It's kind of a purpley shade, so I don't want to take too much of it, but I do want to keep that nice and deep and dark right on the outer corner. Perfect. Now we're going to go ahead and switch to the bottom lash line. I'm going to go ahead and pick up that Mahalo shade and mix a little bit of the Honolulu with it. And we're going to run that right along the bottom outer corner. You always make like a weird turtle face when you do this. You're like, who? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I'm then going to go in with the shade Coconut, which is kind of like a pukey color right here. And I'm just going to keep that right in the center and connect that with the inner corner. Guys, I can tell I don't feel good because my eyes look so tired. They do. It's sad. I'm going to go ahead and pop this Hula shade right on the brow bone. That's the one thing. Well, I think this palette misses two keystrokes here. I think you're missing a brow shade for sure because this one, as you can see, has a lot of glitter reflect in it. Not that that's bad. I don't think that's bad by any means, but I do think in order to get the dimension that I would like to see that, and I would like to see maybe one or two darker shades than the darkest shade in the palette. I just don't feel like it's dark enough, but that's just me. It's just a personal preference. No one come at me. I'm gonna go ahead and really bump up this bronze shade. Just right in the center. We're gonna step away from that for just a moment. I'm gonna go ahead and add liner and lashes. I'm gonna go ahead and put on my favorite jet black liner. I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of put a small line, tight line that bottom lash line about halfway. And I'm just gonna blend that out with a smudge brush. I find that when you blend out your liner, it literally looks twice as good as if you didn't. So I'm just gonna do that really fast. It just makes it less harsh, I feel. And I don't know, I just like the look of it a lot more. It looks more feminine and not quite as harsh. Perfect. I'm gonna grab my mascara since I forgot it. And I'm back. Okay, so I grabbed the COVERGIRL Flamed Out Mascara in the shade Black, of course. And I am just going to coat my lashes with that. Sorry, this mascara is getting a lot of product on it when I dip it in. And I feel like when you have a lot of product like that, like you want to make sure you wipe off some of it, otherwise you're gonna get clumps, you know? Perfect. I have a fuzzy on my face. That's cute. We're real cute. I'm just gonna go in with one more quick coat. Guys, I really love the COVERGIRL mascaras. I don't know if you can tell, but they totally have it on par. Like, do you see these lashes? They're to die for. It's so pretty. And I just feel like my lashes look so fluffy and like full. I'm about that life. Okay, I'm now gonna go in with the, I believe it's just the e.l.f. lipstick in Praline. I really like these. I don't even know what they're called. It's like the lip crayon. But they're super matte and they go on quick and easy. They don't budge, so if you leave them on your lips, they'll last quite a while. I'm just gonna top it off with this Kiss stick, or I guess it's the Revlon Kiss Balm. You don't have to do this, but I don't know. I just wanted a glossier lip, so that's why I grabbed it. And I felt like it would pair really nicely with it. So this is the finished look. I think it turned out really pretty. My eyelashes are like to the heavens. They are so long and so luxurious. I really do like this eyeshadow palette. I think it's a great palette if you are looking for something that could be easy to travel with and easy to use. Then I think this might be a really good option for you. Like I said, I got mine at Ulta. It cost me $16, but they do have a coupon that works with it on their website. If you spend 10, you get $3.50 off, so I would check that out because that would deduct from the cost of this guy, which would be like getting each shadow for like 70 cents each instead of $1 each, which is a steal. And I feel like there's some really pretty shades in here. I could do like a really pretty pink smoky eye with this. You could do a very natural look with this. You could do a full-blown shimmer look with this. I mean, there's just lots of different things that you could do with this palette. It's really small. It's like the size of my hand. It's really not very big, so it's easy to travel with. And I think that's kind of their intention. They were kind of hoping to get something, and I think that's why they included a mirror in there as well, so that it would be easy to travel with. You can just throw that in your makeup bag and you're good to go. There's a few cons to it. I felt like my look didn't go as dark as I wanted it to go. I couldn't get it to go deep enough. So if you are looking for deeper shades, you're not gonna find it in this palette. And also if you want like a highlight shade, like a matte highlight shade, you're also not gonna find it in this palette. I think those are two things that I would want in this palette to make it my perfect palette. But overall, I really do like it. I like the quality of the shadows. They're a little powdery. They kick up a little bit, but they're not horrible. But overall, I would probably give this about a 7 to an 8 out of 10. I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence. Like if it had all the shades in there, probably would be an 8. But since it doesn't, I'm probably gonna lower it back down to a 7. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed today's video, guys. Sorry I was kind of like blah on my personality and whatnot, just because I am just not feeling very good, so I'm gonna go and I'm gonna fix me some soup and I'm gonna lay on the couch and I am going to watch Netflix now. I hope to see you all soon. Thanks for watching.